Welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio, where we bring you conversations with the top business minds on Long Island and around the nation every week. Featuring expert consultants and small business owners who have found success but are also willing to share their top tips, failures, and give gritty, matter-of-fact advice based on their firsthand experience. Now, let's get down to business on Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
And welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Danisha Boston Hill, CEO of Keeper of the Brand Marketing and Digital Agency, and I host Tower Talk Business Radio along with Ray Schwetz, AVP of NEFCU. We're focused on being the premier resource for business and entrepreneurship. Ray and I bring you weekly business advice, tips, tools, and services that help you grow your business. Plus, we interview the top business leaders in the industry. However, this week we're going to jump into Success Chat. According to John D. Rockefeller, the secret to success is to do common things uncommonly well. A dream without ambition is like a car without gas. You're not going anywhere. So helping us to provide you with business empowerment this week is our guest, Justin Haynes, General Manager of Audi Lynbrook. Justin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you. And now, not only do you are the general manager of Audi Lynbrook, you're also connected to Lincoln Huntington Ford. That's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Take that store over as well.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everyone, we're going to share a little bit of background on Justin. He is has 19 years in the automotive business. Justin started in 1999 as an intern for Penske. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Penske Automotive Group.
Penske Automotive Group at the age of 18, the ripe age. So you have been in the industry for many, many years.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you attended Georgetown University after being a sales consultant in Rhode Island for Infiniti. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So from then until 2007, you moved up from sales to a manager, to a finance manager, to a sales manager. You basically have delved into almost every single aspect of a dealership. And that's the basis for a true professional.
Yeah, I've been lucky to have been able to have moved up into different positions, and when the opportunity presented itself, I raised my hand.
Fantastic. And that's what folks out there you need to do. When the opportunity presents itself, you must raise your hand and get in the driver's seat. So in 2007, Justin had the opportunity to manage the to become the pre-owned manager of Lexus of Rockville Center. He was then promoted to general manager of Atlantic Audi in 2009, which is now Audi of Lynbrook. Since then, the team was then put to the challenge, and they were awarded the tri-state area's only Google 5-star rated 2 times Magna Award winning Audi retailer. When the New York auto giant became Anchor Audi, and it was renamed Audi of Lynbrook in 2013, Justin took the reins, and he is now the head of the Audi team. So again, Justin, thank you. We are so excited to have you on Tower Talk and to share your background and experience with the audience.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
No, thank you. The auto industry is a huge category for most clients and most sponsors out there, and just in general. So why did you decide to venture into the auto industry?
That's a great question. I probably have a little bit of a unique situation. I had a family friend that was in the industry, and my folks had me start working when I was 13. So I needed, when I got into college, I needed a job during the summers and the winters, and he offered me an opportunity, and he was running Fairfield Motor Cars at the time. And I was all excited. I thought I was going to be, a salesperson. I was 18 years old, and first job he gave me was a porter, moving cars and going on dealer swaps and throwing out the trash for the techs. And from there, I was hooked, being in the dealerships throughout the summers and the winters and learning different things and different aspects of the business each time. It was a great experience. So I was lucky in regards to how I got in and what I was able to see at a young age.
No, that's fantastic. And it's great to see, longevity that you have in one industry. A lot of people jump from industry to industry, but to find that love and really make a career out of it is something to be said about that.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think differentiates Audi Lynbrook and also Lincoln Huntington Ford from other dealers?
Well, one thing that we've always tried to do is hire based on personalities. That's something that you can't teach. So it's pretty much that's a gift from God. And in regards to our staff, we've been extremely lucky in these folks that we've hired over the last 6 years, where their personalities shine through. And I think because of that, it's made it a lot easier for us to going from a store that wasn't even, I don't even remember what we were ranked when we first took over the store. It was like 60th in the nation to making it all the way up to 16th. So I'd probably say that's what differentiates us the most compared to other competitors.
That's great. And I think that it's all about the people, right? The people you place on the driver's seat to lead the store forward.
Absolutely.
Now, Audi, what can people expect when you moved a few years ago? What can people expect when they go into the Audi Lynbrook dealership on Sunrise Highway?
Transparency, number one. And like I said earlier, personality, where, the one thing that all clients are trying to look for, and it's a tough industry. They're looking for a sales professional. They want somebody that's going to be transparent with them, that's going to give them that great experience, that VIP experience, that's going to be able to, if they don't have the sales consultant doesn't have the answer to that question, they tell them that. Simple things. And those are the things that we're really trying to be really good at.
Yeah, when I look on your website, you have the top 10 reasons you should purchase from Audi, one being great customer service. So that's really what's resonating across the board. New state-of-the-art dealership, that's fantastic. Even when I go in, I have an Audi, everyone, full transparency. When I go in, I'm just like, this is a place that I don't mind being for, an hour or two, or to just relax during getting service, the car vehicle service. And then great pricing on all retails, lease. You guys have also the pre-owned and also new vehicles. So what drives a customer to either log onto your website or visit Audi of Lynbrook, in your opinion?
Audi's one of those manufacturers where they have the highest rating of clients that go online prior to actually walking into the store. So, we're prominent on all the different websites. So it's pretty easy to find us. And again, because we've grown so much over the last 5-6 years, our name has organically gotten out there as well. There's no better opportunity than a referral. So that's what we've been really trying to work on over those last 6 years, is making sure that our clients are having a great experience, so that way they can tell their friends and family.
You are listening to Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Danisha Boston Hill, along with our guest, Justin Haynes, General Manager of Audi Lynbrook. So, Justin, what type of specials and offers do you run for the dealership?
That's a good question. It's really the specials that are consistent are from the factory, and that's loyalty that the factory will give to a loyal client. So a client coming off lease, a client that was in an Audi prior for X amount of years. So that savings is passed along to the client. And then in regards to anything that we do special, there's times where we'll give away free maintenance. We'll give away maybe certain payments back to a client. It's kind of, because our business is monthly, it's kind of like a monthly deal in regards to what specials are for what month.
Gotcha. Now, we have a lot of listeners out there that are either entrepreneurs or even a lot of the college students out there that are attending Nassau Community College. What do you recommend for someone that has a love for the auto industry as far as getting their first job at a dealership?
That's a loaded question. So our industry it's an exciting industry. It's you can look at it in different aspects. Like, there's a lot of folks that I'll interview, and they say, I'll ask them, why'd you come in for an interview? And they say, well, I love cars, and that's awesome. And then you have other folks that are really into commodities, because at the end of the day, that's what these are. We're buying and selling commodities. So it depends on, what you aspire to be. This is an industry where it's really easy to move up, because you don't have to be that good. It's as crazy as that sounds. You just have to be solid. You have to work hard. If you're focused, if you're transparent, if you're honest. There's so many aspects of this dealership group, along with our industry, where you can make a phenomenal career and move up extremely fast. I always, think back to when I was on test drives with clients, and they asked me where I went to school, and I told them Georgetown. They'd say, well, why are you selling cars? And it's just the opportunities that are in this industry are endless. And if it's something where you aspire to be, there's different things that motivate people. If you want to be independent, financially independent, this is an industry that will surprise a lot of people, where you can do that at a very quick pace compared to others.
No, that's good to know. And sometimes, people, when you look at it from a commodity standpoint, you have a lot of young people who they go right to Wall Street, and they don't think about the auto industry as a commodity. So that's a really good tip for them, especially for those people who have a knack for selling, but also great customer service and really seeing a return on an investment for a consumer.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and there's so many different aspects, whether you're on the sales side, whether you're on the service side, whether you're in the accounting side. The great thing about the sales side is you can shine as an individual and win as a team. So it's really a team sport. And that's kind of what, because of my sports background, one of the things that I really love about this business is that it really kind of is very parallel to the sporting world.
It's so funny because I said to someone, Justin looks like a huge linebacker. He's a football. He definitely has a football background. Am I right, Justin?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but you moved the team forward over at Audi and now Lincoln Huntington Ford. So that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. What are some of your greatest triumphs when you're talking about being a team? Like, is it the sales? Is it the moving inventory? What would you think is your greatest triumph?
Again, you win as a team. And when we were at Atlantic Audi, being not even on the map to being the second highest selling dealership on Long Island for Audi was a really great feat that team accomplished. And then being at this store, going from, again, like I said, you couldn't even see us on the rankings, to being 16th in the entire nation. These guys have done a phenomenal job. And my next one will be, hopefully, knock on wood, this Ford store I'm really looking forward to.
That's great. And now, where's the Ford store? And it's in Huntington, but is it on Main Street? Like, I know
it's on it's 333 West Jericho Turnpike in Huntington.
So, folks, you can't miss it. You definitely should go down and support. Fully supportive of the Audi team that's now leading Lincoln Huntington Ford out in Huntington. So that's great. What are some of your biggest challenges you face as running a dealership and leading a team?
I think probably the biggest challenge, and it's not just in our industry, it's in a lot of industries, is people. It's extremely hard to find folks that are in tune with the processes or just the work that we have, our daily duties. It's been a challenge. That has been our greatest challenge, and not just on the sales side, also on the service side of things. Long Island is not a cheap place to live, so it can make it a little tough in pretty much any department to find folks, just people in general. That's our number one challenge right now.
You are listening to Tower Talk Business Radio. Our guest today is Justin Haynes, General Manager of Audi Lynbrook. My name is Danisha Boston Hill on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
You remember the day you first laid eyes on her, They handed you the keys and you drove back home for everyone to admire. And although the memories have been made, it's time to pass the torch to someone else. This year, consider donating your vehicle to the National Federation of the Blind. Just call 866-282-7327. Or if you know a blind person who needs help, please email nfb@nfb.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
The American Lung Association's Freedom from Smoking program can help you quit smoking for good. We use proven activities to help you understand your own relationship with tobacco and quit on your terms. Call 1-800-LUNG-USA to learn more.
And welcome back to the Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Anisha Boston Hill, and our guest today is Justin Haynes, General Manager of Audi Lynbrook. Now, Justin, what are the top 3 business tips you would give an entrepreneur out there or someone focused on the automotive industry?
Top 3. I would say, number 1, stay focused. 2, stay honest to yourself. And number 3, stay the course. You know, it's any industry that you get into that's retail oriented it's tough. You know, and you're not using the muscles that you're using more than anything is your brain muscles, and that can be extremely tired. You know, make you extremely tired. So you just gotta believe in yourself. You know, stay focused, stay the course, and you'll be okay.
And how do you keep your team motivated?
That's another great question, because it's definitely, I've seen the ways to motivate people over the years change, you know, in regards to some are motivated by earnings, others are motivated by, time off. So it depends on probably the department and depends on each individual. And that's the best thing about management is, you know, you can't manage every single person the exact same way. That's impossible. You'll fail by doing that. So it's kind of finding what motivates each individual. And because we have 87 employees at each store, that'd be a long question to answer.
You're definitely right about that. No, and it's true. I mean, I think this segment today is really about the people, you know, the consumer, your staff, and really just making sure that they're satisfied above all.
Yeah, I think, you know, what definitely helped us, especially at Audi, grow so fast was getting the team to believe in the process that we put in place, or the processes, I should say, that we put in place, and then they saw the results. And when you see results, you can be motivated and you believe in what's being preached to you, and then that's going to then make you buy in even more. And then the store is just going to become successful because of that. Because once you get that buy-in from every individual, now you're going to take off. So I would say results are probably the number one thing that are going to motivate the departments.
Absolutely, and the product's not too bad, right?
We're lucky with that. See, the products we don't have to sell the product is amazing. The product's going to sell itself. It always comes down to the individual. You know, people sell cars. I know things have changed in the industry, and, you know, some folks are trying to, you know, purchase vehicles online, and that stuff's cool, but there's still something to be said about that one-on-one conversation where you can really not just fall in love with the vehicle, but fall in love with the dealership because of the individual that you're dealing with.
Absolutely. And I mean, I just think back when I saw that first commercial, you know, I'm not going to date myself here, but I remember seeing, you know, the Darth Vader, the little boy with the Darth Vader and the lights beaming in the Audi commercial. And I was hooked. So it's something to be said about the marketing. So how do you market, you know, the dealership and how will you market, you know, Lincoln, Huntington, Ford?
Yeah, another great question. I think that it depends on the market that you're in. With Audi, we are really, I want to say 99% online, with social, PPC, SEO. Ford and Lincoln is I'm learning. And, the Huntington market is a little different than the Lynbrook market in regards to the different, the demographics over in Lynbrook. I mean, you have Queens right next to us. You got the North Shore not far away, obviously, and the South Shore right there. Huntington is on the North Shore, and it's a phenomenal community. So we're trying to figure out what's the best way to get our name out to all of our, neighbors over here, whether it's online, whether it's traditional, which is like, I can't even believe I'm saying that. But those are the things that we're looking at currently.
Yeah, it's definitely, the thing about this peninsula of Long Island, it's totally demographics from one town to another, but they're all special in their own right.
Absolutely.
So Justin, we met a few years ago when I said, you know what, I think Audi Lynbrook would be a great partner for Denion Blanc. You experienced the first year. What keeps you coming back? What are your thoughts on the event? And we look forward to having you this year and your team. Yeah,
we're really looking forward to it. It's an event that's unlike any other, at least that I've been involved with, and I've been involved with a few. It's everything that you see. The first time I ever Googled it just to see what it was all about, and the videos come up, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy, and it's classy, it's sexy, it's phenomenal. I mean, you have a great time. It's really like I said, it's unlike anything I've really been a part of. And that's the reason why we keep coming back.
No, we appreciate that. I remember when I first contacted Dominique, you guys were like, this is happening in 2 months. You're going to have like 2,000 people. I was like, yes, we are. So really happy that, this is our third year on Long Island, and that your team, not only the Audi Lynbrook team, but also now your Lincoln Huntington Ford family will be a part of this night. I think what's great is on your website, everyone, if you're there, you should definitely go there for more information about the dealership, but the VIP treatment that you're offering your Lynbrook of Audi Lynbrook, and also now your Lincoln Huntington family, just access to this amazing event, which is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not an event that you can just click and buy a ticket to. It's an invite only, and Audi Lynbrook and Lincoln Huntington Ford has your access. So make sure if you are a part of their family, make sure you contact that team and contact us so that we can give you that VIP experience. That's why I think Justin and his team, we're excited to have you back and a part of this evening.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You are listening to Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Our guest today is Justin Haynes, General Manager of Audi Lynbrook. Now, Justin, we have a few questions here called our rapid fire questions that we want to throw at you. So, who's on your Mount Rushmore of auto dealers or auto industry, or just in general? If you can place faces up there. Yeah,
auto industry. I say Roger Penske, Herb Chambers, and Michael Brown.
Oh, nice. And if there was a movie about your life, would it be a comedy, action? I see some sports in there from your background.
Yeah, probably a action comedy.
Nice. And who would play you, Justin?
Who would play me?
I think The Rock. You think The Rock, ladies and gentlemen? Have you guys seen Justin? You should go into Audi Lynbrook and meet Justin and his team.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great, right? It would be a lot. And who do you admire most in business today?
I admire so many people, but off the top of my head, one guy that I've really been paying attention to over the years, because I'm such a diehard Yankee fan, is Brian Cashman, and the product that he's able to, I hate to say product, but that's what it is, that he puts out for one of the toughest businesses to manage in the world. It's unbelievable how he's able to do it and stay cool, calm, and collected, especially with the New York media. It's so impressive, and year in and year out, puts a great product on the field.
Oh, that's fantastic. You just gave me topics of conversation at the dinner table tonight. My family, we bleed the pinstripes at the Boston Hill family. So
I love it.
And if you weren't in the auto industry, what would you be doing?
Again, I've been in so long since I was a kid. I always wanted to be, before this, a sports agent. I
can see that. I see that.
Yeah, so that's probably what I'd be doing.
Nice. Everyone, Justin in retirement, that's his next career. So.
Yeah.
Justin, we really want to thank you for joining the show today. How can everyone find you? Like, where can they contact you guys? What's your website? Now you have 2. Can you share that with the audience today?
Yeah, of course. Our website for the Lincoln store is huntingtonlincoln.com. The Audi store is Audi Lynbrook with a Y.com. But they can always feel free to email me. My email is jhaynes@eagny.com.
Thank you, Justin. We appreciate you being on the show today.
I appreciate the opportunity and really looking forward to continuing our partnership.
Oh, we thank you. Everyone, I'm going to leave you with DB's philosophy. Never stop dreaming. Life can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Justin, Audi Lynbrook, Lincoln, Huntington, Ford. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for supporting not only Denion Blanc, but everyone on Long Island and your customer service and satisfaction that you deliver.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We thank you for being with us today. My name is Danisha Boston Hill, along with our co-host Ray Schwetz and your co-hosts and producers. The creative director of Tower Talk Business Radio is Rudy Breedy. This is an NCC Foundation Business Leaders Council production. Visit nccradio.org for more information. Available on iHeartRadio as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. This is Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We'll see you next week.